Did you know that every night in America, thousands of seniors over the age of 70 go to bed expecting to wake up in the morning, but sadly, some don't? If you find this information useful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any videos that help you live healthier, safer, and happier every day. "I sort of doubt it," was Phil's silence. It's a heartbreaking reality that often takes families by complete surprise. Imagine this. A 71-year-old man, known in his community for his warm smile and love for family dinners, spends a seemingly normal evening with his wife. They eat together, laugh about old times, watch a favorite TV show, and go to bed like every other night. Nothing seems out of place. But when morning comes, he never wakes up. His family, devastated, asks themselves over and over again, "What happened? He seemed fine yesterday." And here's the terrifying part: it happens far more often than you think. In fact, according to the CDC, sudden cardiac events, strokes, and complications tied to poor sleep hygiene are among the leading causes of unexpected nighttime deaths in people over 70. But what if I told you that many of these tragedies could have been prevented simply by changing a few small habits before bedtime? Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. I've been going to bed this way for decades. I'm fine. But the truth is, as we age, our bodies change. What was harmless at 40 or 50 can become dangerous at 70 or 80. Your heart works harder. Your muscles, including the ones that help you breathe at night, are weaker. Your digestion slows down. Even your brain processes nighttime signals differently. So while you might feel fine today, the wrong bedtime habits can silently put you at risk tomorrow. And that's exactly why we are here. In today's video, we are going to dive deep into 4 nighttime habits that could be putting your health and even your life in danger if you're over 70. These habits are things that many people do without a second thought. Small routines that feel comfortable, normal, and even necessary. But as you'll soon discover, these habits can disrupt your sleep, strain your heart, and increase the risk of stroke or sudden death in ways that are backed by science and real-life examples. And let me be clear, this isn't about scaring you, it's about empowering you. Because once you know what these habits are and why they're dangerous, you'll be able to make small changes that can dramatically improve the quality of your sleep and potentially add years to your life. Imagine waking up each morning feeling refreshed, energetic, and clear-headed, knowing that you've given your body the rest and protection it needs to keep you going strong. Imagine reducing your risk of nighttime heart attacks and strokes just by making some adjustments to how you prepare for bed. That's not only possible, it's what today's video is here to help you do. But before we dive in, let me ask you a very personal question, one that I hope will stay with you as we go through each of these life-saving habits. If you knew that changing something as simple as what time you eat dinner or how warm your bedroom is could prevent a health crisis, would you do it? If you knew that by adjusting the way you sleep, you could wake up feeling healthier and more alive, would you take that step? Because that's what's at stake. Not just how well you sleep tonight, but whether you keep waking up tomorrow. Now let me share a true story that really hits home. The story of Margaret, a 73-year-old woman living in Ohio. Margaret was always healthy, or at least she thought she was. She loved her late-night snacks. Around 10 p.m. after watching her favorite mystery show, she would make herself a little sandwich or sometimes have a slice of leftover pizza. She also liked to drink tea before bed, a habit she picked up thinking it would help her relax. For years this was her routine, but what Margaret didn't realize was that these small bedtime habits were wreaking havoc on her body. One night, she woke up gasping for air, her heart racing out of control. She felt dizzy when she stood up to get help and almost collapsed before her son rushed her to the hospital. It turned out, Margaret had suffered a mild heart attack, one her doctor said could have been much worse if she hadn't gotten help in time. And do you know what her doctor told her? That eating late at night had raised her blood pressure and caused her body to struggle with digestion while it was supposed to be resting. That the tea she drank, though seemingly harmless, had caffeine which kept her heart working overtime. Margaret was shocked. But more importantly, she realized that she could take control of her health again, simply by changing her bedtime routine. Today, Margaret eats her dinner earlier, drinks calming herbal teas like chamomile without caffeine, and makes sure she gets to bed on time. She sleeps better, feels more energized, and most importantly, she's alive to tell her story and enjoy life with her grandchildren. And that's why I'm sharing this with you, because you don't have to wait for a scary wake-up call like Margaret's. You can start protecting your health tonight by learning these 4 common bedtime mistakes and what to do instead. So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll talk about eating heavy meals late at night, why it's a danger, and how you can adjust your dinner habits to protect your heart. Then, we'll dive into the hidden risks of drinking too much water before bed, and how something as simple as timing your fluids can save you from dangerous falls and improve your sleep. Third, we'll explore how sleeping in a room that's too warm can quietly strain your heart and ruin your sleep, and how adjusting your bedroom temperature can dramatically improve your well-being. And finally, we'll tackle something almost everyone overlooks, sleeping in the wrong position, and why changing how you sleep could literally save your life. But here's the thing. You need to stay with me all the way to the end, because the last habit is the one that almost everyone over 70 does without thinking, and it could be the most dangerous of all. Plus, I'm going to share simple, practical tips you can start using tonight to make sure your body is ready to rest, repair, and recharge safely. So if you're over 70, or if you love someone who is, this video could be one of the most important things you watch this year. And let me tell you, it's not too late. No matter how long you've been doing these habits, you can start making positive changes today. You deserve to wake up every morning feeling good, with a strong heart, clear mind, and steady feet. So, if you're ready to take back control of your nights and your health, let's get started. Because your life is precious, and it's time to make sure you're giving your body the best chance to keep going. Not just for you, but for everyone who loves you. And don't forget, if you stay with me until the end, I'll share one final bonus tip that can help you sleep more peacefully and safely than ever before. So let's dive in, because your future is waiting, and it starts tonight. 1. Eating late or eating before bed. The silent enemies of sleep and the heart. Let's start with a familiar image. You eat dinner at 8 or 9 p.m., then enjoy a cake or a favorite snack while watching your favorite TV show. Then you go to bed with a full stomach, hoping to sleep well. But do you know what's happening inside your body when you close your eyes? Dr. Mark Estes, a cardiologist at Tufts Medical Center, once said, "Eating late makes your body work when it should be resting. Your heart has to pump more blood to digest food. Blood pressure increases, blood sugar increases, and all of these things increase the risk of heart attack and stroke in your sleep." Let me tell you the story of George, 76, who lives in Florida. George is a kind man who loves big dinners. He usually eats dinner at 9 o'clock because he says, "I'm retired. Who told me to eat early?" But one night, George woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning with a tight feeling in his chest, breaking out in a cold sweat. When he was taken to the hospital, doctors confirmed that he had just suffered a mild heart attack, mainly due to the habit of eating too much and too late. What happens when you eat late? Increased risk of gastric reflux. Stomach acid rises, causing you to wake up in the middle of the night feeling choked. Overactive heart. To digest a large meal, the heart has to pump more blood to the digestive system, causing blood pressure to rise when you need to rest. Affects deep sleep. Instead of entering a deep sleep stage, your body is wrestling with a pile of food. Simple but effective solution. Eat dinner before 6:30 p.m. and make sure it is light. Vegetable soup, salad, steamed fish. If you need to eat dinner late for unavoidable reasons, choose easy-to-digest foods such as yogurt, bananas, oatmeal. The result? Deeper sleep, reduced risk of acid reflux, stable blood pressure. The heart is rested in the true sense. 2. Drink too much water before bed. Dangerous risk of falling. Everyone knows that drinking enough water is important, but drinking at the wrong time can be a fatal mistake. According to the National Institute on Aging, each year more than 800,000 Americans over 65 are hospitalized due to falls, and a large number of them are due to waking up to go to the bathroom at night. Helen, 78, of Michigan, is a big drinker, but she usually drinks a big glass of water before bed to avoid a dry throat. One night, when she got up in a hurry to go to the bathroom, she got dizzy and fell and hit her head on the sink, requiring 12 stitches. What really happened? As you age, your bladder weakens and becomes irritable. Postural hypotension. When you stand up suddenly, blood doesn't rush to your brain in time, causing you to feel dizzy and fall. Sleep disturbance. Every time you wake up, your deep sleep cycle is disrupted. Smart solution. Reduce your fluid intake after 6 p.m. If necessary, take only small sips, not a full glass. Avoid caffeinated drinks like black tea and coffee after 3 p.m. Create a safe path, night lights, remove obstacles on the way to the bathroom. Results: continuous sleep, avoid dangerous falls, cardiovascular system is not stressed. 3. Sleeping in a room that is too warm, silent killer in sleep. You may feel comfortable keeping the room warm, especially in winter, but sleeping in a room over 72 DGF, 22 DGC, has been shown to increase the risk of cardiovascular disease by 31% in older adults. According to research by Harvard Medical School, the story of Mr. Frank, 80 years old, Minnesota. Frank always turns on the heater to 75 DGF every night because he is afraid of the cold. But the older he gets, the more tired he becomes, often waking up in the middle of the night with a fast heartbeat. When his daughter advises him to lower the temperature to 65 DGF and switch to a thin blanket, Frank sleeps deeply without waking up for the first time in many years. The harm of sleeping in a warm room. The body cannot lower its temperature to enter deep sleep. The heart has to pump more blood to cool the body, increasing blood pressure at night. Loss of water through sweat while sleeping, causing the blood to thicken. Risk of stroke, blood clots. Easy solution. Keep the room between 60-67 DGF, 16 to 19 DGC. Use cool cotton blankets, avoid heavy materials. Wear thin, airy pajamas. The result: deep sleep, healthy heart, reduced risk of heart attack, stroke. 4. Sleeping in the wrong position. Enemy of the lungs and heart. Sleeping on your back or on your stomach can seriously harm your respiratory system and heart. According to the Sleep Foundation, more than 40% of older adults who sleep on their backs have sleep apnea without knowing it. The story of Mr. Robert, 76 years old, California. Robert used to sleep on his back. His wife said he gasped for breath, stopping breathing many times in the middle of the night. During the examination, the doctor discovered severe apnea. His heart had been damaged for many years. Consequences of sleeping in the wrong position: reduced blood oxygen, increased heart burden, risk of sleep apnea, sudden death, increased risk of gastric reflux, lung damage. Effective solution: sleeping on the left side helps the heart pump blood easier. Use a body pillow to maintain posture. Raise the head with a moderate pillow to keep the airway clearer. Results: easy breathing, healthy heart, deep sleep, reduce risk of death. So let's go over 4 seemingly harmless habits that are secretly threatening the lives of people over 70 every night. Eating too late or not eating before bed. Drinking too much water before bed. Sleeping in a room that's too warm. Sleeping in the wrong position, especially on your back. These may seem like small habits, familiar habits that you and I, loving fathers, mothers, and grandparents, have been doing for years. But over time, these small things silently take away the health, safety, and even lives of thousands of seniors in the United States every year. Ask yourself, have I ever woken up in the middle of the night with a racing heart and feeling tired? Have you ever gotten out of bed to go to the bathroom and felt lightheaded, holding onto the wall for protection? Or have you ever slept through the night and woke up feeling steamy and smelly? Maybe you've even thought, oh, I guess I'm just getting old. That's normal. But you deserve more than that. You deserve peaceful nights, sleeping through the night without waking up in the middle of the night with pain, shortness of breath, or fear. You deserve to wake up in the morning with health, alertness, and a renewed sense of joy. I know, sometimes change is hard, especially when you've lived a solid life for many years. But you're not alone. Millions of older Americans are facing the same issues as you. And the important thing is, starting today, you can start that change. Even if it's just a small step. Remember the stories of Margaret, George, Frank, and Robert. People like you who have gone through hardships, but are also proof that, with just a few small changes, your health and your life can be different. So where do you start? Fourth, take a look at your eating habits. Are you eating dinner after 7 p.m.? Is your dinner fried, greasy, or salty? If the answer is yes, try eating earlier, eating lighter today. Trust me, you'll notice a difference in your sleep in just a few days. Second, check your water intake after 6 p.m. You don't have to fast on water, but cut back. Drink in moderation, and avoid caffeinated drinks. Third, test your bedroom thermostat. If the number is 74, 75 DEGF or higher, be brave and lower it to 65 DEGF or 67 DEGF maximum. It may feel a little chilly at first, but after a few nights, your body will thank you. And finally, pay attention to your sleeping position. If you sleep on your back, try shifting to your left side and using an extra pillow to support that position. If you have trouble maintaining a side position, use a long crown to keep your body from getting too uncomfortable while you sleep. You may think, I've been living like this for a long time. What else is there to change? But you have a whole life ahead of you. You have mornings when you wake up to see your children and grandchildren smiling. You have afternoons when you sit on the porch, watch the sunlight sparkle on the grass, hear the birds chirping, and enjoy every precious moment of life. So, why let small habits take that opportunity away? You do this not only for yourself, but also for those who love you, the grandchildren who want their grandparents to go to the park with them, the children who want to see their parents healthy every day. Today, I challenge you. Choose at least one thing you will do differently tonight. It could be: eat dinner before 6:30 p.m. Stop drinking water 2 hours before bedtime. Lower the temperature of your bedroom to below 67 dF. Lie on your left side instead of your back. Then comment below the video what you chose. I want to hear from you. Write, I commit to changing to live healthier. And if you found this video helpful, share it with your loved ones, the ones you want to protect. Maybe your small action today will save someone else's life tomorrow. Your life deserves the best. You have spent your life caring for others, working hard, loving, and sacrificing. Now it's time to take care of yourself. Sleep is not just for rest, but also for recovery, for living longer, living healthier. So, do it for yourself and for everyone who loves you. Thank you for accompanying me until the end. If you want to continue receiving useful shares like this, click subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. I'm here to help you live longer, healthier, and happier. See you in the next video. And don't forget, your healthy living journey starts today, tonight.